Hello and welcome to another edition of Cage Full Throttle, our first one of the 2018 year. And what a year it is going to be for racing. Lots of great fixtures and lots of big meetings coming throughout the year. With me tonight is Matt Josie. Good evening, Matt.
Good evening, Andy, and what a night we got ahead of us. Of course, announcing the 2017 inaugural Cage Awards plus the 2018 preview, so lots to look forward to.
Lots to get through, and helping us through all this information tonight is Jordan Hollands. Good evening, Jordan.
Good evening, Andy. Good evening, Matt, and Happy New Year, everyone. Hope you had a
Happy
good time.
New Year all. And we start with the reports of one of the big meetings of the year, as always, coming from Stan Lake, the Heavy Metal Classic of 2018.
Yeah, it came to that time of year again already, to kickstart the new year, that is. And that is the Stan Lake Heavy Metal Classic, where around 215 cars in total turned up. I'm not too sure on the precise figure anyway, but a great turnout, and it was a nice, dry, warmish day to start with. But there was plenty of cars supporting Cage on the day, so thank you very much to everybody who supported the website on their cars. On the car front, there was a few limos. There was a Hearse for 226, Liam Bricknell. Number 69 had a Suzuki Wagon-R, one of the more unusual cars in the microbanger class. There's also a few Bluebirds and Cortinas in the mix as well. There was a Cavalier, a pair of Sierras, a pair of taxis as well, which is quite nice to see. 35 Turtle had probably one of the best cars there, with a lovely Rolls Royce in the Unlimited class, while 253 Bungie had a Chevy Camaro, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. It was a lovely car to look at, so that was great. We haven't got much to report on rigs. There's too many races to mention, but the heats were mixed really, with some races being tame and some had their moments. And I don't know what you thought, Jordan, but what do you think of the heats to kickstart the day?
Yeah, no, I thought the heats were quite good, really. I think they allowed everyone to have a little race around, and there were still a few decent moments in them, but overall, I think the heats were mainly just to get people through the day. So yeah, they weren't the most lively races, but they certainly had their moments.
And of course, we had plenty of unders classics, which was quite nice to see as well, and overs classics. So that was great to see. The Micro final was very lively, one of the more lively races of the day. I think you'll agree. And Jordan, what do you think to the end of the meeting towards the all-comers and Destruction derbies?
Well, the Micro DD was fairly decent actually. Quite a healthy grid of cars took to the track, despite the action that had unfolded in the final. A few good little T-bones and stuff like that. The 2-litre DD had the classics and the more modern focuses mixed in together. May not be to everyone's cup of tea, but to be fair to the guys in the Cortinas and Bluebirds and the guys in the focuses, everyone got along really well. And again, that was pretty good actually. Quite a good DD, quite a strong end to the day for the 2 litres. And lastly, the Unlimited DD, well, only 3 cars really. No disrespect to any of the Unlimited drivers, but it wasn't the best, was it? Let's be honest. But fair play to Mighty 18, because he actually DD'd a fresh Mercedes estate. So fair play to Marty for that, because you don't see many drivers doing that now. The days in the Unlimiteds.
No, you don't, do you? But overall, I'd say it wasn't the best Heavy Metal Classic ever, that's for certain. But it wasn't a bad meeting, was it? So certainly a good meeting, really, overall, in terms of the cars, the turnout, what cars turned up, and obviously a mix of racing and crashing on the day. What would you say the best hit was on the day, Jordan?
For me, it has to be Jack Star on Carl Boswell in that Unders Classics final. That was pretty much right in front of us, weren't it, Matt?
Yeah.
Wow, what a hit.
And there was Patch's hit as well, I think. Was it Patch?
Yeah, Patch's hit at the end of Unlimited Classics Heat 1 on a 230 Muttley, Kieran Genge, I think it was. Yeah, leaving. And to be fair, he actually got that car back out on track, didn't he, Matt?
Yeah, he did. He pulled it out. So that's a top effort from him, wasn't it?
Yeah, fair play to him and his mechanics. Yeah, great effort from him.
Yeah, so it was a decent meeting all round then. That concludes the report from the Heavy Metal Classic.
And as has been fairly quiet on the racing front. We can move straight on to the news. Of course, the big news at the moment is the Kingy Memorial, which is looking well subscribed for cars. And pre-70 meeting, 166 cars to this moment. That's incredible.
Yeah, that is. That's actually, well, if all turn up, obviously, that's definitely beating the pre-70 record at Mildenhall. Back in the RDC days, used to get 130 to 140 cars even, so that would be a great turnout overall. And of course, 182 unlimited pre-90 bangers are booked in for the Sunday. So quite a lot to look forward to in that one particular weekend.
And the following day, obviously on the Sunday, the unlimited pre-90 is sitting at 182, which to this day is almost close to Bangerwell final numbers.
That's just what I just said, Andrew.
Well, there you go then. It's two good minds think alike. So, but certainly amazing how many drivers, if you're looking on the Kingy Memorial page, that are actually doing both days and both got cars.
And that's over 300 cars over the whole weekend as well. So an impressive sight to behold, hopefully. And we should see some lovely looking cars on the days as well. Yes,
certainly. And also as well, more breaking news in just over an hour's time was that the Big Bears Bash on the 4th of August out at the Arlington Raceway. The Bears Bash is on once again, the charity event raising good money for the Rocking Horse Children's Charity, and is a month later than usual this year. Is fully booked with cars.
Yeah, yes. A very large booking list, obviously. So we've got a third or fourth straight year at Eastbourne to be a cracker, hopefully. So plenty to look forward to there.
Always a good meeting, always a night full of crashing.
And of course, just a week or two later, it's the Classic Carnage. So 2 or 3 weeks of good meetings at Eastbourne.
In fact, I think it's quite a busy time right away throughout July and August, to be fair. I think there's a lot of big meetings on everywhere.
Yeah, there's a hell of a lot going on that month, or those 2 months anyway. And also, Andy, Mildenhall Micro Madness is fully booked with 130 cars.
Yes, indeed. That's incredible, providing they all turn up, knowing what meetings have been like recently, as people found out at Arlington back last month that a lot of them didn't turn up on the day. But hopefully that won't happen for Mildenhall. And fingers crossed we'll get a strong field of cars, but still 130 to this day. That's excellent.
It is, certainly, and what a good way to kick off the year at Mildenhall. With what looks like a strong fixture list, which we'll get on to later as well.
Yes, indeed. And I think that concludes the news to this date.
Yeah, I think it does. That's about it, really. Quite a few weeks for news, but that's about it, really.
And we move on to a discussion area, which is going to be the first topic, is the 2018 fixtures overview. So I think we've pretty much already started to cover that in the previous post, but yeah, as you say, a lot of big meetings coming up this year, and especially a lot of them throughout July and August. And I think we all agreed as we looked through the release fixtures for Speedsworth National Bangers, there's actually taxi racing at the end of August as well.
Yeah, now that'd be very interesting. That is going to be National Bangers as well, not Back to Basics. So that's on, let's have a look. Got to go through here. That is set for Sunday the 26th of August. So again, quite a busy time of year. But taxi racing, will it fare just as well as the 4x4s? What do we think? Or will it fare better, obviously? Since the 4x4s didn't attract many cars anyway.
I think it's one of those, you got to try it and see how it goes. It was the same with the 4x4 meeting about 5 years ago, and it still only raised, I think, about 8 cars to that date. So, and there's been similar numbers in between those years as well. So, yeah, you can only try these things. The interesting thing, when I saw taxi racing, I thought it was actually going to include a passenger as well. I thought that would be interesting, but I can't see that happening.
No, that's not going to happen.
No. I would have volunteered for passenger. Well, you never know.
No, I wouldn't have. No way. I tell you what, let's go through the Speedo fixtures, shall we? So obviously we've got Civil War this weekend. I can see the Aldershot Open of Aldershot, obviously, is penciled in for Sunday the 11th of March, which is returning back to one of its original times of year it's hosted. And of course it was only hosted in October just gone.
Last year, yeah.
So that's come around quite quickly. But hopefully that'll be a decent meeting. Hopefully we can get a good turnout, and of course, plenty of crashing as well, and a bit like the 2015 Epic as well. I think it was like an 11-car jacking train or something.
Yes, it was. Yes,
So that was
I've got
quite
the picture of that still.
A lot of unlimited fixtures all round at Speedway, if I can see that. The big vans at Eastbourne, Monday 7th of May, that's one to always look forward to. We've got, of course, the Bears Big Bash at Eastbourne on Saturday the 4th of August, with the Classic Carnage at Eastbourne as well on Saturday the 18th of August. Yarmouth Fans has been moved to Sunday the 19th of August. The World Final where's the World Final? That's on Saturday the 6th of October.
Yeah, usual time.
I see that. Yeah. The Micro Madness does return to Eastbourne in December this year on Saturday the 8th of December. So obviously, despite the amount of no-shows on the night, it has been declared a success, and it's going to happen again this year as well. Any other fixtures that take your eyes there? On the Speedo National Banger front?
Again, just looking through August, I mean, looking through those first 3 weeks, you've got Unlimited Bears Bash, you've got the following week, you've got Mildenhall BWS, the following day, you've got the Unlimited Veterans at Yarmouth, then you've got an Unlimited World Qualifier the following Wednesday on the 15th, then the Classic College at Eastbourne. So then the space of 2 weeks, there's 6 meetings.
Yeah. All I can see is unlimited.
Yeah.
Somewhere in here, is unlimited bangers at Northampton on Shale. So we got that to look forward to as well.
Yeah, so there's a World Qualifier at the end of May.
Going back to Mildenhall. Sorry if it's a bit jumbled up, the order of our fixtures, but Saturday the 21st of April, for those who are looking forward to it, is the Unlimited Back to Basics featuring 2 litre National Bangers and Saloon stock cars. So I'll be very much looking forward to that. So if you don't like Back to Basics, you've got the National Bangers. But if you don't like Nationals, you've got the Back to Basics. So everybody's a winner on that one. Any other fixtures we got? Take your eyes.
I think the main ones we've covered. I mean, I was quite surprised they put the vans on the 19th of August at Yarmouth, seeing that they were on Boxing Day. And as you said, they've not listed them for Boxing Day for this year.
No, they haven't. There's no National Banger fixture at all for Boxing Day, unless they had one last minute. Maybe we could get a big van meeting at Aldershot on Boxing Day. I've suggested this before. Boxing Day big vans at Aldershot. That's what I'd love to see. A Delivery Drivers' Championship.
Yeah, bring it back down the south.
Yeah, certainly. Going to take a look at Inca Race. I've noticed there's no pre-80 or pre-78 type event this year at Hendersford, which is very bizarre. Was there even one last year even? Not too sure, actually. No,
I don't think there was one last year, due to the low car numbers that turned up the year before.
Yeah, because the turns have dwindled up at that meeting.
Yeah.
Saturday the 15th of September at Mildenhall is Mildenhall versus Trackstar. That's one not to miss. The big van meeting's gone back to its traditional May time fixture of Saturday the 26th of May, also featuring the classic hot rods. So that's going to be a very good one.
That should be interesting.
Yeah, it will be. Plus, of course, there's going to be another support formula, I have no doubt in that. Let's have a look. Any other promotions we got? Fixtures loaded up?
Yeah. We're looking just looking at Kings Lynn, if you've probably got to that page as well. On Monday the 7th of May is the 2 litre banger Michael Bailey Bandit Memorial meeting with Micro Bangers and Reliant Robins. Their 2 litre banger well final on Saturday the 2nd of June. Looking further on, you've got the Unlimited Banger War of the Worlds team event on the 30th of June. And the All Unlimited Volvo Bangers on the 28th of July at Kings Lynn.
Yep.
So, again, it's going to be a busy year for Unlimited Bangers, all round.
Can I just say, what a year it's going to be for Stan Lake as well. I've got the Stan Lake fixtures loaded up now. Of course, on March the 4th, it's the 3 litre meeting for Unlimited National Bangers and Micro National Bangers. We've got, on April the 15th, we've got a treat here. England versus Wales, 2 litre National Bangers and Micro National Bangers, 15 on 15 2 litres and 20 on 20 micros. Now, this has not been hosted for at least a few years now, and when it was last hosted, it was brilliant. So, That should be very good. 4x4 National Bangers, Andy, make their debut to Stanley Arena.
Ooh.
On, where is it? Sunday, June the 10th.
Of June. Yep.
Yeah. So that'd be interesting. Hopefully, with Stan Lake, you get a decent turnout of maybe 20 plus. That'd be a quite nice turnout.
Oh yeah,
that'd be lovely. On June the 24th, we've got a Street Banger World Cup Day team meeting. So that'd be interesting. And I believe that's the same day England actually playing a football game as well in the World Cup.
Yeah, well, we knew which is going to be the easier choice to make.
Yeah,
football
we do.
Or banger racing.
Yep.
And the one England will probably actually win as well.
July the 8th is the annual Mike Cook Memorial for Unlimited and Micro Bangers. August 19th is the Trigger Memorial, also featuring Street Bangers. August the 27th is my favourite time of the year, Big Van Bangers and Street Bangers. September the 9th, Old Boys Meeting, including Micro Bangers open to anybody. The Street Banger Open, £1,000, is October the 14th. The Bonfire Bash is on November the 4th. Now here's an interesting one. November the 18th, Memorial Day, Street Bangers and National Banger class to be confirmed. Now, from what I've been told by Mookster on this one, this is a day sort of remembering anybody. So I think that's his first for the sport, that is. So not a particular memorial meeting for anybody, but just sort of pay your respects to anybody, really. So that should be interesting. And to conclude 2018 at Stan Lake, you've got your Race Rubbish Day sponsored by cagebangers.co.uk.
Yeah.
Meeting format to be confirmed. At this stage, it is looking like 1800cc bilge bangers and maybe micro national bangers. So keep posted on that one. Any other promotions we got to cover?
Well, on Saturday the 9th of June and Sunday the 10th of June, it is the Royal Orleans testimonial meeting at Arena Essex. On the Saturday night, you have all Mark 1 and Mark 2 Granada National Bangers. And on the Sunday, you have pre-1990 Unlimited Bangers run to the Bears Bash rules. And I don't know if either of you two have seen the early entry list flat, but it's already looking really good. You have a few Suicide Squad even booked in on the Sunday afternoon. So yeah, that looks to be a decent meeting. Obviously, as well, we've already mentioned the Kingy meeting, but another major classic car meeting will take place at Stoke on Saturday the 28th of April, where I think Star Treks are going to go for a record, aren't they?
Yeah, 300 cars. Was it 2 or 300? I can't remember.
Something like that.
It's got to be 300 because obviously Banger World Final was over 230 cars. So, 300 bangers.
I don't know what the update is on that.
interesting.
I've no idea if there's an update on that situation, whether they are still aiming for that figure, but who knows?
Well, we shall see on that. But that's meeting that's gone from strength to strength over the past few years. Le Shamrock 2018 will take place on Sunday the 27th of May, and that is always a really good meeting. It may not always get amazing car numbers, but normally the quality of the meeting outweighs the quantity. What else have we got? The Emmen team meeting will take place in late July. I don't think a date's been actually confirmed for that yet, but that's always a really good meeting. Around 25 teams normally, and around 200 to 230 cars.
Have you mentioned the Skegness team meeting yet?
No,
we
haven't.
That's a huge one. Pre-85
Yes.
Unlimited National Banger Team Reunion at Skegness on Sunday the 17th of June, featuring the likes of Steam Team, Stinkbridge, Bears, DWR and Team Black.
Yep.
Ooh.
And you've got your mix of Scottish, Irish and Continentals in with that as well. So, if Carlsberg ever did a national banger list, it looks like something they'd create, wouldn't it?
Certainly, yeah. Certainly. That's going to be a very good meeting. One that everyone's looking forward to, I'm sure. So that'd be good.
Yep.
Let's have a look what other fixtures we got. I think I've already mentioned the Kings Lynn Volvo meeting on the 28th of July. That'd be interesting. I don't know where to look next.
And as well, like in August, Kings Lynn are also hosting the All Bluebird, Cavalier Primera and Corolla meeting, which, to be fair, looks like it could be, depending on the booking list, obviously, something which the old London Opens used to be, which were absolutely fantastic meetings. And the following day, Sunday 20th of August, it will be pre-1990 2-litre rear-wheel drive for National Bangers as well. And it's also worth mentioning that on that weekend it is also the Saloon Stock Car 2018 World Final. So that looks to be a very good weekend at Kings Lynn there. And as well, moving on to... Sorry, Matt, go on.
Yeah, I don't know if you was about to say this actually, Jordan, but Monday the 27th of August at Kings Lynn is of course the third running of the Crash for Cancer Big Van meeting, which is in the past 2 years attracted very large turnouts of vans.
Yep.
Over 60 I think on both occasions.
And we saw last year that 170 Chris Ship also took a limo.
A stretch limo.
Yeah, that was very interesting indeed.
It got ruined as well, which is lovely to see. And when they said before the meeting that there was going to be a surprise, I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. That was completely out of the blue.
I don't think any of us were.
No. I was expecting either an old school driver like Simon Reed or something like really, really old. And to be fair, it wasn't a disappointing surprise. It was quite a strange surprise.
Yep.
In the end.
I'd go with that. The month of...
Go on.
No, well, so was the month of September is where things tend to get a little bit more serious. On Saturday the 8th of September, we have the Unlimited World of Show at Kings Lynn. Sunday 23rd September, Arena Essex host the National Banger World Final, and that will be defended by 74 Scratchy Adam Hitchcock. And as well on Sunday the 2nd of September, the Unlimited National Bangers European Championship will take place at Wharton over in Belgium. It's a little bit of continental flavour for you there. I don't think there's been a date released yet for the Auto Speed World Final, but that normally takes place in about mid-September as well.
I did some checking the fixtures for Ringwood Raceway. Obviously, coming up at the end of this month on the 27th of June is the £300 Micro Massacre under 1400cc Micro Bangers. And then on the 10th of February, they've got their under 1600cc Ringwood Open.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that fixture. Hopefully they'll get a good turnout.
I must say, looking at the date of it and looking at the name of it, they've sort of gone for the under 1600cc London Open that Speedsworth ran at Wimbledon.
It's
around about the same date as well.
That's quite a cheeky
I'm not saying
move.
they have, but they've gone for it. And to be fair, I wish them good luck because I think that'll work well. I really wish that it goes well for them. If they get 190 cars like the Speedsworth London Open did, wow, that would be an achievement in itself.
That would be really
I would
good.
like that. I don't think it'll happen. I think looking more realistically at about 50 odd cars, I think, with Ringwood. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. And of course, with Ringwood, you've got the Stan the Man retirement meeting as well, which is now fully booked, I believe as well. And that's on Saturday the 12th of May.
It is, yeah. And on the 28th of May, they've got their Chris Jewell Memorial Caravan Bangers with the Rookie Banger European Championships as well on the Bank Holiday Monday.
Yeah, and we got the World Final in July and the the Cortina meeting for Saturday the 2nd of September as well. Not too sure if there's a fixture for the UK Open yet. I've not quite seen all the Ringwood fixtures yet. So all that to look forward to. Oh God, I was thinking of another promotion now, but it's gone up my head. Got me on the spot here. I don't know where to go next. Someone fill me in.
I think at the moment we've covered most what we can, unless you've got any more, Jordan.
I'll say, have we mentioned the Ringwood World Final yet?
Yeah, slightly.
Okay, right, that's cool. Let's cover that. Obviously, we've already mentioned the Unlimited Banger World Final at Ipswich. Saturday, the 20th of October, that will be the Blue Oyster Trophy at Emmen. That's always a really good meeting there. Saturday, the 27th of October, will be the Unlimited National Bangers Halloween Havoc at Kings Lynn. Sunday, 4th of November, we'll see the 27th Annual Firecracker. And dare we say maybe the final ever Firecracker?
Interesting.
Avena goes down this year. Which obviously, hopefully, it won't happen because we don't want that to happen. Yeah, I think that actually covers it. So yeah, 2018 looks to be another great year for National Bangers. Got some really good meetings to keep your eye on there.
And of course, of course, you got the domestic classes as well to look forward to. So plenty going on in 2018, no matter where you are. I think it's fair to say, whether you're North, South, EA, or wherever really. So that's the preview. It wasn't the most efficient preview.
It was
ever,
jumbled up.
Yeah, but we tried our best, and hopefully you've got a slight insight into it, what's going on. And I think, any other comments on the fixtures for 2018?
Just answering your question, Matt. Saturday, the 1st of December, the £1,000 Unlimited Banger UK Open at Ringwood.
Oh, that's sorted. That's that one sorted in.
That is sorted. It is there.
The day before the caged meeting at Stan Lake. So you can make a weekend of it.
Book the hotels up. And I think that concludes our fixture overview for 2018.
Yeah. Now, guys, I think it's time. It's now 8:30 to announce our Caged Awards 2017 results.
Aha.
So we've got a lot to go through now. I'm going to read these in reverse order from third to first. So I'm going to kick things off with the meeting you are most looking forward to in 2018. This is quite a hard one to read out. I'm going to go with joint second, because there's 3 in joint second here, sharing 13.4% of the votes. You got MN Team Weekend, Classic Carnage at Eastbourne, the August Weekend at Kings Lynn with the support of the Saloon World Final. But the winner of the votes, not really a proper title to win, but the meeting you're most looking forward to has won this by a mile, and it's won by 39.13% of the votes. It is the team reunion at Skegness.
Ooh.
So I'm not surprised there, lads.
No, not at all.
Certainly not. So that looks to be very good, and a lot to look forward to there. We then move on to Meeting of the Year 2017. In joint third place, sharing 13.63% of the votes, you got the Team Weekend at MN, the Stanwoods Memorial at Stoke. In second place with 18.18%, you've got the Unlimited World Final Ipswich. But the winner of the Meeting of the Year award goes to, and this is no surprise, it is the Bears Big Bash at Eastbourne, taking 40.9% of the take in there. So definitely deserved. Of course, the Heat 1 Jack and Train was a moment to remember.
Something else.
Oh, yes.
That was incredible. Weren't actually there, but seeing the videos online, amazing.
Great turnout, great cars, great action. And of course, we saw the late Kingy take part in that Jack and Train as well. So
yes, we did. Yeah,
that was an epic sight to behold. We now move on to Best Promotion of the Year. In third place with 24% is ASE MN. In second place with 28% is Speedworth. But the winner, and again, I think it's no surprise really with their consistency with national bangers, it goes to Trackstar. They've taken promotion of the year, purely because I think the national banger scene up there is really consistent in terms of turnouts and action, and I think that is a very well deserved title. And I'm gutted I don't live near Kings Lynn, that is for certain. And of course, much more to look forward to in 2018. Next up, this is quite a tough one this year actually, the Car of the Year award. So we're going to go from fourth place actually on this one. Is 476 Roscoe's Daimler, I can't say that, sorry, Daimler Regent 6 Empress. I think that's right. And then in joint second place with 20% of the votes each is 186 Sophie Faces Ford Granada Mark 1 two-door from the World Final. And also joint second is 100 Captain Cock. His maybe I shouldn't have said that. 1937 Studebaker President.
Oh yeah,
but the winner, just winning that by 2.22% is, and I'm happy about this actually, it's 622 Guy Webb's 1957 Mercury Yank from the Bonfire Bash.
Yeah, so, I'd go agree. Cool that was car. A very good car. That.
Yeah, it was. I mean, just been on the infield, and I was quite unfortunate really because before the meeting started, I didn't see the car arrive in the pits, and when I saw it come onto track for Heat 1, it was an amazing sight to behold. So absolutely brilliant car that was. Then we go on to the most committed driver of the year 2017. We're going to start off on joint 5th place here. It's 331 Jason Boxer Jack Jackson, along with Tim James, that's 522. In joint 3rd place is treble 3 Charlie Randall, along with 713 Lauren Annette. But the winner of this award is actually two winners, sharing the award at 19.4%. Is 209 Tom Waller and 388 Taylor Salter.
Yeah.
They take the most committed driver of the year awards.
Two very
sharing
well
that one.
deserving winners there.
Yeah, definitely. Then we go on to the Flashiest Driver Award. I think this is for the award that provides the most consistent paint jobs, I think.
Yeah.
Sort of shows off a little bit.
Yeah.
In 3rd place is 209 Tom Waller. In 2nd place is 476 Ross Coleman, Roscoe.
Mm-hmm.
But the winner, and again I'm not surprised by this really, is won again by a country mile. 2nd place was 17.2%, but the winner with 37.9% is treble 2 Matty High, the Norfolk-based driver.
Yeah.
Always turns out stunning cars, he does.
Yeah,
And
so
gets involved in the action as well.
Yeah, certainly.
He doesn't mind scratching them, does he?
He's put some serious miles in this year. Also making trips over the water to race elsewhere.
Yeah.
And then we move on to, almost missed this actually, Mr. Material of the Year. In 4th place is 791 Nicky Young, Spud. Yeah. 3rd place is 246 Bertie Jr. Aston Burt. 2nd place, just about losing this one, is 476 Roscoe. But the winner of Mr. Material of the Year 2017 is 77 Patch, who wins that award. He has raced some cool cars this year, has to be said.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Up and down the country. Let's have a look. Moving up now. The best banger class of the year. Now, of course, this is an interesting debate because, of course, along with Nationals, we've seen Back to Basics grow throughout the year. And, of course, you've had some decent pre-classic meetings as well. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with the whole list here. So in 5th place with 3.7% is the Van Bangers, which I think, to be fair, apart from Eastbourne Big Vans and the crash with Council at Kingsley, it's not been an entirely great year for van racing.
No.
It disappoints me to say I love Van Bangers, as everybody that knows me well. I love them, but this year wasn't meant to be, apart from those 2 key van meetings. In joint 3rd place is the pre-classic meetings along with the 2 litre bangers. And now is where it gets interesting. It's between Back to Basics and Unlimited National Bangers. In 2nd place with 33% is Back to Basics. And storming the win with 48% is Unlimited National Bangers. So a good effort from the Back to Basics this year, has to be said, of course. But the Unlimited's taking it in the end. So yeah, what do you think? Is that a deserving win, do you think, for the Unlimiteds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree that. Yeah, they as a seen in the fixtures, they haven't had an easy year again last year. I mean, they were here, there, and everywhere, clashing meetings and everything. So, yeah, I'm pleased for them.
Yeah, I mean, they're not the most consistent class, but when you get a big meeting like the Bears Bash, that's when when this class does deserve the win. So, well done, Unlimited Bangers. And the Team of the Year award. So we're going to go 3rd place goes to the Gladiators with 11%. With 18% is the Bears in 2nd place. But the winner by a country mile yet again is Team Salter / Filmer, who win the Team of the Year award.
Yep.
Definitely.
So again, totally deserved by a mile. And of course the Bears have had a great year as well, so another shout out to them. Then we move on to the Best Newcomer Award of 2017. In third place with 6% is 321 Maisie Ems, the Stan Lake Street Banger based driver. In second place, and this is very well deserved, is treble 3 Charlie Randall with 33%.
Yeah.
He's had a storming year.
Yep.
But the winner is 861 Jamie Donahue, I think that's how you pronounce the name.
Yeah.
With 45%, who's taken a lot of votes in this topic. So well done to him. Now we move on to the most improved driver of the year 2017. Sorry, going back some years now. In third place is 570 Jordan Cumming with 16%. In second, this is very well deserving indeed, is 713 Lauren Annette with 20%. She's had a brilliant year, certainly keeping up with the guys now as well in the back to basics. So that's a top effort there.
She is.
And the winner, and this is very well deserved, I think, who we all thought could have won the World Final, is 209 Tom Waller with 44% of the vote. Now, lads, we move on to the prestigious award of the Cage Awards 2017. And that is a Driver of the Year award, which I think to some, you might look at it as the general best racer on the track that wins the most races, or you can look at it in the way of best all round in terms of crashing, having a laugh, racing round, and keeping up with everybody else. So we're going to start off in joint third place. Both with 13% is 760 Jerry Reynolds and 22 Dave Vincent.
Yep.
And joint second place is 247 Lee Bro Clark and 209 Tom Tombo Waller, both with 17%. So the winner has taken the win with 21.7% of the vote. Now this is between 331 Jason Boxer Jack Jackson, 713 Lauren Annette, 191 Kieran Greenway, 59 Stephen Ledfoot Bolton, or 215 Leonard Dunn. Well, the winner, a bit of a shock this one, of the Caged Awards 2017 Driver of the Year is 713 Lauren Annette.
Yeah!
She's won it. She's won it.
Well deserved as well.
It is. Not only the lone lady racer, but the lone domestic banger driver out there. So that's a very deserving win with 21% of the vote there. I've got a little note here saying young Lauren has had a standout year in the Back to Basics division at Speed of South, where she has shown true grit and provided a lot of entertainment along the way, taking home several bent motors, even racing the sport's first Honda Stream. So a very deserving title. What do we think of that one?
Yeah, congratulations to Lauren. I mean, watching her performance at Aldershot and at Arlington in the Back to Basics, I mean, for anyone who just stops in the middle of the track, reverses up against any car coming round the bend, for a lady driver, I mean, I can't say I've seen many do that in recent times, so well done, Lauren.
Yeah, it's a very well-deserved victory, and
well
that's
done,
a wrap. That's a wrap for the 2017 inaugural Caged Awards. So we now got to wait another year now to do this again. So a whole year to show your worth in the sport of banger racing until we do the next Caged Awards. And I think that's near the end of the podcast now. Before we come to the fixtures, we've got a Caged team members highlight of the year 2017. So who wants to go first on that one?
I think for me, the highlight of the year, and I think it's similar to what you're going to say as well, Matt, has to be for me the Brighton Bears Bash in July.
Yep, certainly. I mean, I've got... You go on.
I was going to say, I mean, obviously I was part of the meeting, I was on the infield, I was obviously doing lots of crowd participation, but...
Embarrassing me as well.
Oh, same. And
embarrassing you, which was great, but... The actual racing side of it, I mean, I can't say I went to a meeting this year that had such a great atmosphere. Every driver was willing to get stuck in. It was an unlimited meeting. They didn't care about wrecking their cars. They pulled them back out again. And everyone got out shaking hands. And there was not one single squabble, well, regarding the drivers anyway, but there was no single squabbles between any drivers that raced that night. And it was just an absolutely astonishing atmosphere with drivers and the crowd themselves loving it. They were cheering when the crash was at them. So, yeah, for me, that was the highlight of the year.
Well, like you, Andy, I've gone with the Bears Bash for them exact reasons. Also gone on the infield at Stan Lake taking photos. That has been a brilliant highlight of the year for me. Getting some fantastic photos along the way. And I'm going to mention as well, because I'm greedy, is the rise of Back to Basics, which have been absolutely brilliant this year. Last year, shall I say. Not just at Aldershot, but Eastbourne and all other tracks. And of course, they're visiting Mildenhall this year as well. So an even bigger rise, hopefully, this year. And Bryson's highlight here, who sadly isn't with us tonight, says Trackstar versus Mildenhall. It was absolutely savage. So we can't disagree with that one there. And what about you, Jordan? What was your highlight of the year?
I'm going to give two here. I'm going to give my banger one, which will be the Kings Lynn All Granada meeting. For me, I've never been to Kings Lynn before, so that was a new track ticked off the list. And it was a really good meeting, actually. I mean, I know a lot of people were saying it didn't really live up to the hype, but I really enjoyed my evening there. And I'm also going to say the final ever Wimbledon meeting. In all my years of going short circuit oval racing, I've never been to a meeting where I've had such different emotions walking into the stadium and then walking back out. Yeah, that was a interesting night, but one I'll certainly never forget, walking back through the tunnel after the meeting.
So was that the Plough Lane Classic, or was that the general last meeting there?
No, that was the general last meeting. Plough Lane Classic was a good meeting as well, but the general last meeting was fantastic.
I saw that on live stream, and even then I was sort of almost tearing up at it. It was such an emotional thing to look at. And with me, my last meeting was the Unlimited Back to Basics, which was before the Plough Lane Classic. And even though it didn't have that quite same feel to leaving the stadium like it would have done for you, Jordan, it was quite a sad feeling leaving it for the last time ever.
And I'll admit, I did shed a few tears walking out that night, and I will admit that. But hey,
you're a man. You're allowed to cry.
I'm a man. Yes, I am. Yeah, those are my two highlights.
I got to agree. That was one meeting that was hard to sort of put out of your mind. Was that last meeting at Wimbledon?
Yeah.
And
Always
trying to stand on that centre green and actually commentate it and actually be interviewed, it was tough. I got to admit, that was tough.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'll agree. I did shed a tear as I walked out of that place that night, like many people.
It's not until now that it's really sinking in. Now that it's that time of year when Wimbledon should be on, but it's not. And of course, Aldershot, as we haven't actually mentioned on this podcast, actually, returns earlier this year on Sunday, the 25th of February, day before my birthday, for Back to Basics Frostbite Challenge. So because of the loss of Wimbledon, Aldershot now generally runs a lot nearer to the end of the year, and it starts a bit earlier as well. So in a way, I'm happy about Aldershot having a longer season, but it's still sad that we've lost Wimbledon because of that. So I think that's about it, really. That's almost a wrap on the whole podcast. But of course, we're going to end on the fixtures, which we've already talked about in detail, really. But this coming weekend, Sunday the 14th of January at Hennisford, is, of course, Civil War 19 up the south.
Come on, you south.
Yeah. That's all I'm going to say on that one. So that should be interesting. Who's going to win? North or south? You decide. And you will find out on the
It's about
weekend.
time the south won.
Yeah,
it's about time the south won. I mean, they always get beaten. Come on, Southern.
I'm going to play it neutral, and I'm just going to hope everyone has a great day. There's plenty of crashing and plenty of handshakes. That's all I'm going to say on that. I'm neutral.
Agree.
Yeah, I agree. That's what it's all about. So that's about it for the fixtures, really, isn't it? Because we've gone into detail over the whole of 2018, and there's not much else on apart from Civil War this weekend, and, of course, Mildenhall on Saturday, the 28th of January, I think it is, for the Micro Bangers.
Yep.
So
you also have Icebreaker coming up, Unlimited National Bangers Icebreaker.
Oh, yeah, we didn't mention that.
Which I think does include a Steam team and a certain Martin Brunson booked in for that as well. So that looks to be an interesting meeting.
That should be good. And I think that's almost a wrap, is it? For the first podcast of 2018.
It is indeed. I think that concludes it for this podcast. So there we go. So from all of us here at Cage Full Throttle, once again, a big thank you to everyone who voted, and for all those that are looking at the results thinking, how did they win? Well, next time, make sure you get involved. So from all of us here at Cage, from all of us here at Cage, stay safe and we'll see you soon.
Stay safe.
Good night.